Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Expansion. Oh, I ain't got it on. Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. It's good to be in here with you. This is episode, let me catalog it for myself. This is episode 192, y'all. Almost at episode 200 out there. So, without further ado, we just gonna go ahead, jump right into our motivation. Hey, appreciate you. What's good, Malik? Beast 28 in the building. Appreciate you for stopping through, bro. Make sure my audio is good. Make sure my sound is good. I hope everybody feeling good, looking good, doing good. You understand? So, the topic for today on Tech Tuesday is using tools. Now, we're going to go over some things. We're going to talk about some things, and then, of course, we're going to come to some great conclusions to help us grow. All right, so without further ado, let's get some of this motivation in here, and I ain't going to hold y'all back. Motivation for the day. You know what time it is. Y'all let me know if we having any sound, technical issues, or anything that stop y'all from getting a message right here today. All right, let's go. We're going to go with the first one today. Let me switch screens.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Let's go.
If you're going to do it, do it.
I'm sending out some links.
Say what you can do.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Audio check. Beast 28.
Don't say you can do it.
Thank
Don't
you, sir.
over-leverage yourself. Don't over-leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it. Find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would have. That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something you just don't know. Whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want. Finding out and looking and in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to. I think part of the challenges in life is a lot of us are running around half-assing ourselves, half-fooling ourselves, not full of ourselves, not studying ourselves enough, not holding ourselves to task enough, not patting our own self on the back when we do get what we want enough, not cracking our own whip on our backside when we do get out of line even though we knew better. I wish we were more full of ourselves that way. Someone said this to me before. Matthew, you're so full of yourself. And I, without thinking, I was like, well, who else am I supposed to be full of?
That's a good line.
And I stopped.
Right.
That's exactly what I meant. I wrote that down. I wish more people were more full of themselves.
Word.
I think we should take some time to be able to look in the mirror and own that thing that we pulled off. And
Yes,
go,
sir.
good job. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. At the same time, be able to, as we do more often, look in the mirror when we fail and go, bogey, you did not pull that off.
Right.
Give others and yourself more credit.
Happiness, you can't guarantee it, but there is a science to satisfaction. There you can look at habits that engineered less pain in your life, maybe more pleasure, but at least less pain. And that's a win.
So much easier to be supportive and gentle of other people than of ourselves.
Of ourselves,
Happily
right.
bestow
Hey, what's good,
sort of
Stacy? Thank you for
gentle,
stopping through.
reassuring
I know you need
pat
this
on the
too.
shoulder when somebody succeeds or falls short
go,
when
y'all.
they tried their best. Yet, given the fact that you tried your best, you give yourself a kick on the way out of the door and a harsh word to follow you.
Yep, because I got myself in the pickle. Because things didn't go how I wanted it to go or how I believed it could go. Life's the ironic tragedy. Life is pain. I'm the reason that I stepped in, which is also an asset. Even if someone go, why are you giving yourself so much credit for screwing that up?
We're gonna make mistakes. You gotta own them. Then you gotta make amends. And then you gotta move on.
Yes, sir.
Guilt and regret kills many a man before their time.
Oh
So
my
turn
gosh.
the page, get off the ride. You are the author of the book of your life.
There are habits that I notice of things I take care of in my life, health-wise, faith-wise, father-wise, husband-wise. If I'm doing that consistently, there's less valleys.
The ironic tragedy is that life has to be lived forward, but only makes sense in reverse.
Right.
In reverse.
When you look back, we can all connect every single dot. It's mathematical, scientific how we got to this table right here. It's all connected if we go back and look at it. And there's a whole lot of, I thought that was the end. Well, it was the end. It was the beginning of this thing.
Dang. We gonna stop right there, y'all. I hope y'all feel like I feel right now. Hope y'all feel motivated and feel like you gonna accomplish something great today here on Expansion Pack. So now, using our tools. Now today, that's what we talking about. We talking about using tools. Now, what type of tools are we gonna use? Well, let's break this thing on down from the root, like we always do. So if you want to accomplish any job, you're gonna have to use, your hands, of course. So that's as basic of a tool as you can get. Feet to move. That's as basic of a tool as you can get. The air and the language you speak and the words that you say. Basic tools. These are the main set. It's like RGB, red, green, and blue. It's the basic set that you need to accomplish anything. We're not talking about any advanced technology. We're not talking about AI, typing in prompts. We're not talking about nothing. We're talking about hands, feet, words, sentences, all of the above. Maybe your gestures, your intention. We talking about all of these simple tools that you use daily to progress your life, to find meaning for your life, to actually complete your goals in life. All right. So basic video real quick. Let's see. How it's gonna be funny. Babies learn to walk. All right, sorry for laughing, but I thought it was funny. Cause you always gotta. So anytime you watching TV, now let me be brief. Anytime you watching TV, it's a new show, new program, new whatever, right? Somebody recommended it to you. You don't know how it's gonna go. It's all the way to the left until you kind of watch it for a little while for yourself and you decide. Well, same thing here. All right. Look, this is all I want to see. I ain't got no small children, but this is going to help us take these baby steps. All right?
Did you know that your baby requires 1,000 hours of practice from the time she can pull herself upright to the time she can walk unassisted?
The moment when hours of hesitant attempts leads to your baby taking her first steps can be one of the most exciting milestones of those first few years. Before your little one can walk, though, your baby will have to learn to sit, roll over, and crawl. These various precursors to walking should all happen by month 8, at which point you can expect your baby to pull that little body up and stand while holding on to something. Now, it's only a matter of confidence and balance before your baby takes that first independent step.
Right.
While this usually happens around a first birthday, babies learn to walk anywhere between 9 and 15 months. Some children skip crawling altogether, and some
Word
cruise
up.
for a while, which means to walk while holding onto furniture. But every child has his or her own schedule. The important thing is that your infant is attempting to get around somehow.
All right. Hey, listen, hold on. Let me rewind that last statement.
The important thing is that your infant is attempting to get around somehow.
Okay. Now, our route today is exactly what she just said. The important thing is that your infant is attempting to get around somehow. Listen, I don't have small children right now. I don't know if you got small children right now, but when you begin anything new, anything at all, you are a small child attempting to get around. And the framework or the mentality of you don't know how to do this thing. You don't know where this thing could take you, but at least you want to try to get in and move around within it using your hands, your feet, you know. And so the video is meant to put you in a mindset of whatever it is that you're starting right now. You're an infant. You're trying to use the tools. You got them. I got them. I got my hands. I got my feet. But I don't know what these things is, and I need to move around this place. It's hot over here. Movement, hand, feet, whatever you do. That is the framework of any idea that you are going to work out. Any great thing that is to become. That is how it goes. That is how it shapes itself. Nothing comes out just perfectly printed. Hey, dawg, this is the idea. This is how it's going to work out. This the math behind it. Go ahead, go do that and just watch it. It wouldn't be a thing if it was like that. So let's progress this just a little bit further. Now we got the understanding of simple tools. Oh, you say I'm stuck? Hold on, let's hit that refresh button. If I'm stuck right now and you can't see me, or if it's buffering and loading, hit that refresh button. Appreciate you, Stacy, for alerting me to that. All right. Hey, y'all, let me know when I'm back. Put ones or some W's in the chat. Or if you want Twitch, spam some of those expansion pack emotes right now. But as we progress further, now we got that simple understanding. Sorry to take it so elementary on you if you feel I should have been, a little bit more, I could have skipped that part. But it's really that simple when you start to dissect or pick apart your ideas or the things that you want to accomplish. All right, so let's move this thing just a little bit further into actual tech. All right, so let's see. All right, what do I want to see? Okay, made, how it's made. Let's see what they got for us. Hey, they had one. Now we can't watch this whole thing, but we gonna work it out.
Come back to school shopping with me at Didi's Discounts. Definitely love it. Didi's had the deals.
Hey, this is Cole, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Pretzel Cheddar Club is the spicy filet with the pretzel bun. You get a new flavor with a new texture.
All right, let's run it.
But first, these days, solid wood desks are something of a luxury. Our desks are more likely to be made of pressed wood, such as chipboard, an inexpensive alternative made from timber byproducts.
Let me fast forward some.
Timber
never mind, there you go.
Provide the raw material for chipboard. The process starts with truckloads of sawdust. The next ingredients are wood shavings and wood chips. The chips and shavings are fed into a large mill that works like a giant food processor, chopping them up into little bits. When the milling's done, the particles are less than 0.7 millimeters thick. To take out any excess moisture, the particles are put into giant dryers for 20. Mix that glue with the particles, then push out a long continuous mat. A saw then cuts them into smaller, more manageable sizes to be sent off for construction. From solids to imitation granite or wood. A blade cuts the paper between each board. Then a machine stacks the boards to prepare them for cutting.
Look at this, watch.
Every so often,
bing. That's why I want to leave it at. Look at that. So we went from the truck being tipped up right here at the beginning to this beautiful screw putting in, constructed desk. Now, there are several different tools that are being used in this process. Several different tools. We got my man's at the end probably using a drill. We got the truck to get the sawdust there. We got whatever they use to cut the trees down, so on and so forth. Now, all of these tools are things that are built within themselves. They're mechanisms within themselves, as in someone had to use other tools to build these tools to use for this job. The mindset that I want you to be in, or what I want you to take away from this is your idea. This is your goal. This is your achievement. This is your plan that you would like to see to fruition, to come out the way that you want it to go. If you have a factory, let's build this mental picture for ourselves, y'all. Let's say you in your mind right now, imagine, have a mental factory. Let's call it mental factory. And what we putting out of this mental factory are all of the things we would like to see in our reality. Okay? Now, I ain't rhyming these words. I'm not trying to, but that was funny. Let me stay on topic. So in our mental factory, we have various tools and mechanisms used to shape this idea, this goal, this aspiration into what we want it to be in reality. Now, within our mental factory, as all we need do is place goal, aspiration, or idea, and the tools within our mental factory will begin to work to help us see that goal become our reality. And what I mean is, these tools are things such as imagination, simulation, there's regression, there's memory, there's remembering. All of these are words for the tools that you use to kind of churn that idea, churn that goal, or even past events that have happened to you that you want to see a different outcome if they were future events. Now, with that being said and that being built up in your mind, take that image or take that construction of that mental factory and those words that I just used as the tools within your mental factory to begin to build in place where you would want how the process you want it to work within inside the mental factory. For example, if I wanted to go and make a new overlay, I need to make a new overlay within the program I'm using so that you all can have a new visual style the next time, once back to school is over. Got it. That is what I would like to happen in this reality. Now, using my tool within my mental factory, of course, of simulation, I'm going to simulate over and over and over again how that process looks, what I would need, what I would have to do, and what time frame to be able to complete it by the desired deadline. All of these things are running within a place where time is endless. And so once I actually begin to take the first steps, I've already used my tool within my mental factory several times. So the actuality or the reality that I run into matches up with it almost 1-to-1. Because, once you get something, like you can draw something several times and then finally build it, and then it's like, it's a little bit off, but 1-to-1, damn it. Excuse me. Now, we're going to get some examples of this right here in front of us as we go along to help us find our route and build my point out a little bit more. Now, if I'm missing, I feel like I'm missing chat. Hold up. Hey, look. Yeah. Find your route. Hey, go ahead. If you feeling any way or if you feeling what I'm saying, go ahead and go into your emotes and hit that growth emote under the DGTA. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there for y'all. Or growing. Use that growing emote if you showing some growth here today. All right, I put it in the chat for y'all. But we're going to go ahead and continue this thing on out. All right? Because it is Tech Tuesday. I want to get y'all some realistic tools that can help you in your day-to-day life. Now, this ain't going to be a commercial or an advertisement for nobody or nothing specific. But I do want to showcase a few things that could possibly help you on a greater scale other than just what you would see in, I don't know the words to say for it, but let's just check it out, all right? This is not necessarily even an endorsement of this, but I want everybody to be aware of where we're going in the world.
This is the Sato Knives quality made, fair priced 8-piece chef knife set. So let's go ahead and open it up.
That's what's up. How did they make this? Wait. What am I looking at? Before I go. Yep, you're right about that. Before we go any further. Hold on, I just want to.
So we have been on this journey of like not just improving our models, but the tools the model can use. And it's kind of like a symbiosis of some kind. Like the better the tools are, the better the agent can use it. The better the agent is, the more powerful tool it can use, and it like goes on and on.
Every once in a while, I'm just, taken aback by it a little bit. It does something that I didn't expect, or it's better than I realized. Yeah, I probably have that moment like once a week at least.
I'm going to show you an example where the agent sources information on the city of San Francisco's annual budget, expenses, and revenues.
I want to plan a date night with my fiance.
Can you help me research options for office openings in Singapore?
Book me an itinerary to go to a tennis tournament in like Palm Springs next year.
It goes on by itself. I usually just close my laptop, go grab a coffee.
Now we provided it with both visual browser, which it can use to click around, and it also has the text browsers.
It has its own file system and everything. It needs to try to read the PDFs and figure out where the data is.
The first thing that it needs to do is actually figure out what the tournament dates are.
Once it gathered everything, you'll see it start to create a PowerPoint.
Then it figured out it takes about an hour to go from here to SFO because of the traffic.
You can give it these connectors so it then can understand who you are.
When the agent is ready, it'll send you a notification on your phone or on your laptop.
And let me just open it now.
It's found this restaurant, Kusakabe. It's a great choice.
It found really good images of potential office spaces.
It also formatted the Excel workbook as I instructed it to.
It did pretty well.
I would say just try it out. If it can do 95% of the actual time-consuming part of the work, that's going to save you a ton of time.
Now, that's one tool. That's one tool. Imagine this. Before I go further and show anything else, imagine this. 10 years ago, you call your travel agent. You go down to a place, the airport maybe, or you call and book some tickets to go fly somewhere. You may look at, is it 10 years ago? 20 years ago, let's say 20 years ago. You do all of these things to plan a trip. Now, fast forward 20 years later, people have been planning trips for 20 years. They've been planning trips for 20 years. Ain't nobody doing all of that. I'm going to ask my agent, my chat GPT agent, hey, what's the best place to go down there? When to go down there, book me a ticket. And it's going to do the whole thing. It's just one tool, all right? And it can do a whole host of other things. Now, what I'm going to say to you on the flip side of that is, don't limit yourself with it. Like, don't go, and I don't mean like don't try to use it for everything. What I mean is still use your mental factory. All right? Now, another tool. I'm not endorsing these, I'm showing these. I love it. Because it's a flip side to every little piece of it. Hey, let's look at this one. If I didn't need space in my car, I'd get one of these.
Your hair.
I need a little bit
your
more room.
Nana smile.
Introducing the all-new Stinger trailer for smart cars. Designed to easily load and transport.
Oh, this is a trailer. I mean, like a trailer. I want to... Hold on. Smart car. Now, I still don't endorse the driverless cars. I can't get in. I can't, man. As soon as I get in that mug, I'm gone. Please let me out. Please let me out of here when you stop. Or don't go nothing. Go do nothing that I can't control. All right, here we go. I like the fact it's from 2018.
It's been a while since we've taken a look at a smart car, and a lot's changed for the brand, including a move to a fully electric lineup in the U.S. So to catch you up quick, here are 5 things you should know about the 2018 Smart for 2 electric drive cabriolet. Every Smart in the lineup is powered by an 80 horsepower electric motor at the rear axle driving the rear wheels. And with 118 pound-feet of torque, that's good enough to hit 60 miles per hour in under 12 seconds. At 106 inches long and just 65 inches wide, it's compact and easy enough to park in the tightest of parking spots. And with its super tight 28.8 foot turning radius, it's easy to maneuver in the tight confines of the city. The EPA reckons you'll get just 57 miles from a 2 to 3 hour charge, but Smart reckons closer to 80 miles. Ultimately, it'll depend on how smooth your pedal foot is and whether you're talking highway or city miles. High speeds take a big toll on the range. The For 2 can be had as a cabriolet with a power retractable fabric roof. It can go back, all the way back, or even the roof rails can be removed for a more open-air experience. The 4.2 is sparsely appointed, but you can get it with a touchscreen infotainment system that features navigation. Also, you've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity.
All right, now, the reason I'm showcasing this is, what if they gave everybody one of these? And it's for city driving. And you use your gas, you know what I'm saying? Your gas powered car or a different size vehicle or whatever you spend your money on to go wherever else you go. But imagine every single place that you go has a car like this. Just like they got the scooters around. That's just another little piece of tech that I like. I really like the electric car, like plugging up cars everywhere and just leaving them. Now, of course, you know, I ain't doing all that, what if somebody come and take them? We just talking about the idea and the fact that it's an okay idea because people need to get from point A to point B, and we need transportation. They leave them little scooters around and a little bike. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a car down there on 3rd. I'm going to go pick it up, drive down there to 5th. I'm going to drive over there to 5th. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to bring it back to 3rd and plug it back up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's do one more. I got to get me one of these, too. Hey, let me see this one. I got a Samsung. Maybe this will be a good brand for me. Let me see if the commercial is good.
It's so much fun. I just love it. Morning, John.
How have you got so much energy?
Well, it didn't used to be like this, but now I train my sleep with the Galaxy Watch 8.
That's right. A better day starts the night before. Say hello to the Galaxy Watch 8. The first step to a healthier life is better sleep. With the most comfortable Galaxy Watch ever. So you can sleep like it's not even there. Now
I'm about to say, shouldn't I have to watch?
close,
Wouldn't I have to wear it?
let the training begin. Good morning. Okay, well, maybe just morning. All right, interesting score.
This word up.
You didn't sleep enough. Also, not deep enough. Nothing a few small changes can't fix. What about cutting down on caffeine today? That's it. Baby steps.
So do y'all use y'all tech like this? Do y'all use y'all devices like this? Is this something that y'all do? Let's fast forward.
Not too bad, actually.
Right? When you sleep well, you perform well. You're up early. And I have good news for you. Look at that score. Up for something more challenging today?
Should I go for a run?
Love the enthusiasm. But first, let's check your current level. And done.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, they almost got me. Look at my man's then came all the way around. Look at her, look at her, look at her.
Run today, guys. New personal best.
Hey, John.
Morning.
What's up with all this energy?
Oh, thing is, I wasn't always like this.
Here we go again. Let go. Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they got me. They got me for now. You know, we used to live in a time where people be like, well, I don't want nobody to know all my business. I don't want nobody to be on me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I done got me some little background music. But I ain't doing that no more. I think I'm gonna look into getting a little smartwatch. You know what I'm saying? And doing some of those things, because tracking that, maybe that's exactly what I was missing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was exactly what I need to be able to track how I'm doing, how well I'm doing. Yeah, me too, bro. I buy it too. But I think that might be what I was missing. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to track that stuff and be aware of how I'm getting my sleep, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? My energy level. That's the part that sold me. But all right, enough of that. So you got to be able to use all your tools, right? Now, it's Tech Tuesday, of course. One of the things we already talked about, Mental Factory, got to use that tool all day long. But I want to get us something that can get your juices flowing a little bit, you know, towards or into the right direction. All right. So let's get some of these in here for y'all. We ain't did this in a while. We ain't been back for a little minute, so we got to get some of these. Let's go.
Introducing the new 2-in-1 ED plus testosterone treatment through PIMS. This daily dual action pill includes prescription strength to dollar.
And finer, and make more complicated patterns, see? So in the same way, there was a big bang at the beginning of things, and it spread. And you and I, sitting here in this room as complicated human beings, are way, way out on the fringe of that bang. We are the complicated little patterns at the end of it. Very interesting. But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space, and way out in time. Billions of years ago, you were a big bang. but now you're a complicated human being. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But you are. Depending on how you define yourself, you actually are, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning. You're not something that's a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang. The original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. When I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe, coming on at me in this particular way. I know I am that too, but we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. What you are is what you have been. What you will be is what you do now. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared.
I gotta run that last one back.
Will not be
Only gonna
shortened.
listen to one more.
Happiness never
Two more.
decreases by being shared. Will not be shortened.
Sorry, y'all.
Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Do not look for sanctuary in anyone except yourself. If you propose to speak, always ask yourself, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind?
Last one, y'all.
No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. The secret of health, for both mind and body, is not to mourn for the past, nor worry about the future, but to live the present moment wisely and earnestly. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the reason I took the time out to actually play those is because you're gonna need some way of thinking that helps to produce energy for yourself, that helps to produce movement for yourself, to produce anything for yourself that is not a destruction to yourself. And that way of thinking can come from just little things that are being said to you, hence the quotes. And this is another tool that you can use. I'm not keeping it specific to tech, but to keep it specific to tech, you can go to YouTube just like I am here. You can go on to the Expansion Pack playlist And you can check this out at any time, save to Knowledge of Expansion Pack playlist at any time. Or you can also go search it for yourself and go to the Orion Philosophy channel. Let me subscribe. And you can watch this video for yourself. And that is a tool to help you to be able to increase how much production you got, whether it be on the job, whether it be at work, I'm not at work, in the kitchen, at home, or whether it just be taking and tending to personal things in your life. This is a tool you can put this on at any time, and just having these quotes being said to you, it really gives you a different mindset and a different way of thinking and just a different outlook at the moment. All right, so now let's have some fun here today on Tech Tuesday and watch. Cool. Let's just have some fun now. They should be. These videos apparently should be banned. Let's see.
Booking.com has all
And I'm only watching a couple of them. I'm not watching. If they get too bad, I ain't watching too many.
But not others. Find exactly what.
What is your favorite place to shop at the mall?
We love it to shop at Lululemon.
Grandpa, do you know what the blind man said when he walked past the fish market?
Hello, ladies. Mr. Jackson, I'm sorry we had to amputate your foot because it was completely black. What the heck?
Grandpa, what is dark humor?
See that man with no arms? Tell him to start clapping.
Grandpa, blind.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Now, usually I try to refrain from laughing at certain things and even showing certain stuff, but that was funny. Oh man, that was funny. I shouldn't have clicked all that way. Oh man, here we go. Zanita 67, here you go.
In this world. KFC, Kool-Aid, and watermelon, the Holy Trinity. You feel me?
Welcome to the world. You're the smallest one in your family. What would you like to say?
Send me back.
Hold up, run it back.
Poor.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Say.
Send me back.
World, you're the smallest one in your family. What would you like to say?
Send me back. I heard my parents are poor.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be normal, but I have two moms, so I'll probably end up being a furry.
Rajiv is about to say his first words. What's it gonna be?
Do not redeem the gift card. I said don't redeem it.
Hey, Tyrone, what's one thing you really wish for?
My dad actually coming back
Aw.
with the milk. Like, come on, man. This is the IRS.
That's terrible.
We only accept gift cards, sir.
Congratulations on your first scam, son.
You're only a baby. Why are you working here?
No, have you seen the price of diapers? I gotta make money.
How did it feel being
I gotta see this
in
last
your
one.
mom's stomach?
She kept eating hot Cheetos. I thought I was in hell.
Tyrone, what's one thing?
Yo. Now, Mad, they did the stereotypical stuff. Now, the stereotypical stuff is like, all right, it's all right, whatever. But I guess, it learns from what it sees. So, all right. Anyway, now that was hilarious. We coming up on the last 5 minutes, full 5 minutes of Expansion Pack today. We've been talking about tools. And we started off basic, just the tools that you use every single day, like your hands and your feet to Create something, build something, eat something, walk around, whatever. And we just build that out just a little bit more into the overall aspect of you, which is in here or wherever you call it, in your heart or whatever part of you where you do your imagining, you do your simulating, you do your thinking, you do your creating, planning. That part of you is your greatest asset and the best tool that you have at your disposal. Then we just reached out and branched out just a little bit more. I showcased some, what was that? The Chat GPT agents and how they can actually take a task and handle it for you. Go handle that. Hey, dog, I need to find a vacation spot down there ASAP. I ain't did it yet. I need you to handle it. All right. And then we talked about smartwatch, smart car. Now, I'm going to get a smartwatch, but what if they gave everybody a smart car? That'd be hot. I drive mine, pick it up, drop it off as the next person, just like they do the little electric scooters. The smartwatch, hey, look, we mixing. I need to know when I need to be asleep and by what time. You're feeling a little low, Dan. You should take a nap. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. You know, like the little plankton robot. Anyway, that's enough of me being comical. But we coming up on the last few minutes here of Expansion Pack. That's everything that we talked about today on Tech Tuesday. Of course, tomorrow we got Find Your Way Wednesday. Y'all don't want to miss it. It's going to be epic. Every single thing is going to be epic. You're never going to hear me say it's going to be anything other than great, epic, good, and all the adjectives that make you feel happy on the inside and make you want to watch. Are you going to be gifting subs again soon? Yes, sir. Why? You need a sub out there? Beast 28. You got some commercials? If you got some commercials, hop over there. Make sure you follow. This is going to be actually, announcement. Yesterday was actually supposed to be the last day that the Dan F. Man channel is featuring the Expansion Pack show. But we rolled over into today. Get a little bit of people to catch up and to go follow. So make sure that you following DGTA_TV out here on Twitch. I got you. I gift you up a sub as soon as I can. Beast 28. In the meantime, make sure you go follow. I'm going to put it in the chat. Twitch.tv/DGTA_TV. And you can watch Expansion Pack at any time you want to. You can watch our old episodes and especially 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Catch us here. We got Mindful Monday, Tech Tuesday, Find Your Way Wednesday, Healthy Mental Thursday, and Fun Friday, 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. So make sure you hop over there to DGTA_TV and follow up. I'll make sure I gift out as many subs as I can for the month and make sure that y'all can watch ad-free. But make sure you support as well, whether you getting bits from Twitch and dropping them in the chat or you just take that little quick $6 and, you know, sub up so you ain't got to watch the commercials. Either way, it helps to support the channel, and you also get access to exclusive content. And we got the Discord coming up soon. We got all of these great things, so you don't want to miss it. We're doing more IRL streams that will be exclusive to DGTA_TV, or they'll be exclusive to Dan F. Man 007 on Twitch, so you don't want to miss none. You don't want to miss none. You understand? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and round out this episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. This is DGTA TV. Hold on, I got to do that again. Got a little puff. Puff on the mic. So let me do that right. Let me run that back. All right. This is DGTA TV. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow on Expansion Pack Find Your Way Wednesday. If y'all got any suggestions on anything y'all want me to talk about on Find Your Way Wednesday, Healthy Mental Thursday, Fun Friday, Mindful Mondays, or Tech Tuesdays, y'all drop them in the chat. Any topics, y'all let me know. All right. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Once again, this is DGTA TV. Peace.
light is the only set of electromagnetic radiation that propagates well in water, which happens to be where most eyes first evolved millions of years ago. That was a smart move because light not only interacts with matter, it's also altered by it and can be used to gather information about the world around us with almost no delay, which is arguably really helpful for survival. Okay, where does light come from? A vast range of electromagnetic waves are created when atoms or molecules drop from a higher state of energy to a lower one. They lose energy and emit it in the form of radiation. At the microscopic level, visible light is created when an electron within an atom that is in an excited state drops to a lower energy state and loses this excess energy. The same way incoming light can elevate an electron to a higher state of energy by being absorbed by it. Macroscopically, the moving charge of the electron creates an oscillating magnet field, which creates an oscillating electric field perpendicular to it. These two fields field. Macroscopically, the moving charge of the electron creates an oscillating magnet field, which creates an oscillating electric field perpendicular to it. These two fields move themselves through space, transferring energy from one place to another, carrying information about its place of creation with it. Why, of all the things in the universe, is light the fastest thing there is? Let's change the question. What is the fastest way to travel through space in the universe? It's c, exactly 299,792,458 meters per second in a vacuum, 1 billion kilometers per hour. Electromagnetic radiation just happens to move this fast. Any particle that has no mass travels at c, without acceleration or any in between.
Okay. I got that part.
The light that's being released from a candle does not speed up until it reaches light speed. At the very instant of its creation, its speed is c. So why?
So as soon as you light that candle, its speed is that fast.
Is c, or the speed of light, finite then? Well, nobody knows. Our universe is just built this way. We don't have a smart answer here. So light is a part of a spectrum, an elementary particle that also behaves like a wave, propelled by two perpendicular fields traveling at the speed limit of the universe. Okay, that's nice and all, but what about all the crazy stuff about
Hold on, let me hear that last
We don't
part
have a
again.
smart answer here. So light is a part of a spectrum, an elementary particle that also behaves like a wave, propelled by two perpendicular fields traveling at the speed limit of the universe. Okay, that's nice and all, but what about all the crazy stuff about traveling at the speed of light and time, the twin paradox, quantum stuff, and things like that? We have to save them for another video. For now, let's just be happy that we evolved eyes that pick up waves of information permeating the universe, making us see things that help us to put our existence into perspective.
Yeah, you right about that. All right, let's see another one. Dang, I had it. Well, okay.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get.
You may not realize it, but your brain actually processes information in two very distinct ways. Like when you look at this photo, you instantly know she has blonde hair, is visibly angry, and likely has some choice words to yell. Without any effort, you experienced fast thinking. But if you look at the following problem, something different happens. Sure, you immediately know it's a multiplication problem, and you knew you could solve it if you had the energy, but didn't. If you do try, your muscles will tense, your pupils will dilate, and your heart rate will increase. Now, you've experienced slow thinking. These two systems of fast and slow thinking dictate much of our perception and reaction in life. Take these lines for example. It's clear that they're different lengths, but if you measure them, they're actually the exact same length. Even now that you know, System 1, or your fast thinking, can't stop seeing the illusion because it acts automatically. A similar effect is seen here. Which figure is the largest? Again, they're all the same size, but the suggestion of perspective and depth causes your System 1 to interpret the picture as three-dimensional, even though it's on a flat two-dimensional surface. It's making quick work of the available information, and so your conscious System 2, or slow thinking, must compensate after the fact and choose not to believe your intuition or instinct. Want to see your System 2 in action?
Y'all gotta love this information. Like, you just gotta love this info because it's not hurting you. It's just uncomfortably growing you through a rough patch.
I'll show you a string of 4 digits, you read them aloud, then add 1 to each of the original digits. If the card reads 3795, the correct response would be 4806. We'll then go to the next card and you'll do the same, followed by the next card. Ready? Go.
Alright, 7243, 7243, 7815. Okay, 04897. 268. Okay, 3870.
Few people can cope with more than 4 digits, but even harder is add 3. The interesting bit is that though your pupils would have dilated, you often become effectively blind when you fully engage System 2. Did you notice?
Wow. Now that is true. I think, well, so a lot of all of this information, we practice it, we use it, but we do it in a way where we like, we ain't really. So what he said is you become effectively blind when you use System 2, which is your long thinking. Now imagine if I ask you a math problem where you needed to think about it, you would go, and you looking off because you're looking at something else to try to solve that problem. Or if you using your phone and you trying to, it's just like using your phone and you trying to do something on your phone and somebody is talking to you or you walking, you effectively blind. Like you just not seeing what you're doing. So hold on, let me run it back just to take
more than 4 digits, but even harder is add 3. The interesting bit is that though your pupils would have dilated, you often become effectively blind when you fully engage System 2. Did you notice the color of the text change? Or how about the fact that the numbers completely changed when I put them off to the side?
I did not.
Listen to the following puzzle. A bat and a ball cost $1.10. The bat costs $1 more than the ball.